It's there! Hardman! Jackpot! Kansas City! Ready, down! Put.
Hello? You play to win the game. I want winners. I want people that want to win.
What's up? Happy Monday. How y'all doing, fellas?
Omaha. Yeah? Doing good. How you doing?
Killing. My man Will, but he got some sleep this weekend.
Oh yeah.
Even though I had a brief encounter with Henny Will.
Oh yeah. That's gonna happen.
You give me the pigeon Saturday night.
I was? Oh, man.
We all got the hit that Will and the Henny were definitely brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Saturday.
no. That's funny.
Me and Henny was friends. Me and Henny was cool for a little bit on Saturday too. So me and Will had a Henny conversation. It was pretty good.
That's what's up. I'm gonna have to.
I have to say though, it ain't too much. It ain't too much difference between Will and Henny Will. You can get the truth regardless.
Yeah, truth is you're just gonna get more of it. Just way too much.
Saints didn't lose yesterday. They started the week off with a loss. They did not play on Sunday. Did not have to deal with the aggravation. You have to deal with the aggravation during the week, Bobby. But no, Saints suck.
Yeah,
we're gonna keep throwing that around for you, man. I hope
I have to say, man, I was out and about in the city yesterday, ran errands in Fort Worth, and of course on my side of town, ran into several Cowboys fans, and everybody had the same mood. They always in a good mood, and everybody said it almost like it was a queued up or something. We can't lose today.
You can't lose today. You can barbecue if you want. You know, enjoy the food. You don't have to deal with the theatrics of an NFL game. It was pretty cool yesterday to be able to watch every other team in the NFL. Whatever they gave us. It was a decent Sunday.
That point.
I mean, you say you couldn't lose over the weekend, but then the Longhorns go and disappoint you. That's terrible.
Yeah, that was a little rough. Welcome to the SEC. But I have to say this. That was a little weird though. All the SEC fans flexing. I'm like, it's fucking Georgia. I can see if they went out there and got did by Vanderbilt, which they might this weekend. That's who we play. Or, they went and got, did by Missouri or something. It's Georgia.
But you know with the old dogs, you know when teams in the SEC couldn't do it, the first few teams that y'all played, they eventually want somebody to do it. So Georgia was that team. Like you said, it's the SEC. Texas went over there and was jumping on people's playgrounds, bullying people, making the conference really alert. And Saturday, honestly, is this a stepping stone? Is a stepping down stone in a sense, in a little bit, back to reality in a sense.
Right.
Back from that loss.
Snap back.
Climb back up. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is, man.
There's no such thing as a good loss, but that loss, I'd rather have it now than later on. I'm pretty sure at some point in time, them and Georgia will see each other again this season.
Man, it was a gracious loss. You only fell down to 5. It ain't that big of a deal.
Yeah. I'll say this. For the most part, defense showed up considering the spots that the offense put the defense in. Defense kind of did the thing. They forced 3 turnovers. Offense just didn't show up. That vaunted offensive line got exposed.
Man, listen here.
56 didn't look like he was having fun all night.
BC went to Virginia Tech and got waxed. It wasn't even fair. I came home to the running back off on Virginia Tech, 3 touchdowns, like 266 running the ground, and I threw my hat off. The game was over. I said, "Goddamn, BC 3 straight losses. Well, two losses in the last 3 after starting 4-1. It's a terrible way to go, but I mean, we still got some season left. I guess we just got to go bow hunting now because we're not going to get to any ACC championship or anything. But shout out to the fellas who continue to play. West Virginia Tech, is a crazy place to play any time of the year. Shout out to the Hokies. Yes, man. NFL, man. Sunday, football, Saturday. We got 2 games on tonight. One starting in 15 minutes, our time. Coach's time, everybody's
It's the
time.
second game tonight.
Chargers.
Yes, 2 games tonight.
Cardinals. Right now we have Tampa Bay battling the Ravens in a good one right now. Tampa Bay's up.
Wow.
Not taken away from Chris Godwin due to a penalty. That's the last thing I've seen. Tapping in with the fellas right now. We're gonna go and give you updates of that game. As long as we're on updates to the Cardinals Chargers game as well. Ride with us. Click that subscribe button. Share it around, man. Now as we talk play call sheet. You know what I'm saying?
You heard?
Yes, sir. Freaking jealous. Jealous.
What we got on tap, fellas?
From an interesting Sunday, no lie. Where I want to start, we might as well. We have to start with the champions. We have to start with Kansas City. We have to start with that matchup against San Francisco. An ugly game on both sides, but the championship team, pulled it out. The way the championship team does pull it out most of the time. I keep saying, man, every game just reminds me of a New England Patriot game in the early 2000s, man. Like, no matter what, they can be down, throw turnovers, you know what I'm saying, get the ball up and stuff like that, but they always have a chance with what they got. Shout out to Andy Reid and that team for weekly finding ways to win. The defense is definitely tops this year when it comes to which side of the ball is dominant. Patrick Mahomes don't have to be great right now if the Chiefs continue to win. But he did some great things in that game too, man, to keep the chains moving, that nature. On the other side for the 49ers, they're breaking down, man. Long seasons, postseasons coming to get them now. Ayuk, we'll talk about him later. Deebo Samuel, those guys not healthy. And then you got the young rookies and the young guys coming to step up. Not a good situation right now. Of course, CMC's out. The defense still looks good, but in an ugly game yesterday, the Chiefs ended up with more points. Purdy looked bad. Talk about it, fellas. That's all I got to say.
First of all, Spags owns Shanahan.
Yes, he does.
Every time they play, he whoops his ass, like, real bad. So, even in the games that are close, still, the things that he does to Shanahan's offense and quarterbacks, it's abuse. So with that said, they showed up and did what they normally do. They made Purdy look very pedestrian. People like to pile on Purdy when he does anything bad, but the truth is, if you go over his regular seasons in the last 3 years, he's had 4 bad games. That's it. Everything else has been pretty smooth. But yeah, when he's bad, he's really bad, and he was really bad yesterday. And Mahomes wasn't good either. Mahomes, I think, has 8 picks and 6 touchdowns, something like that. He has more picks, I think. Yeah. He's not doing his normal thing. He also doesn't have his normal cast of receivers other than Kelsey. So the talent pool at wideout it's taking time to get used to, and they're not creating enough separation. But yeah, they're gonna win. Why? Because they're well coached. All 3 phases of the game, all 3 phases are well coached, and that defense is for real. But I do worry because that defense is almost entirely reliant on one man being pretty much as dominant as he could possibly be in Chris Jones. And if he's ever not basically baby Sam Darnold, then that defense won't be as good. So we'll see what happens, though.
Absolutely. Coach, man, you got anything on that game yesterday?
It goes back to how you open up this whole game talking about Spags. Spags, he's, to me, I'm not just throwing it out there, but just due to the body of work and the ability to make adjustments, Spags is kind of like a baby Belichick, in my opinion.
He's top 5 DC for sure, like all time. He got to be a top 5 DC.
I don't know if he'll ever get another head coaching gig again.
Probably not.
But some guys who just made to be DCs. Yeah, he's something special. Now on the other side of that, I don't know. Other than Brady, we've seen a quarterback that can just take whatever you give him to work with, injury-wise or talent-wise, and they're still gonna be able to work their jelly. Man, Patrick Mahomes, man, he's He's a guy who just put a team on his back, whatever was going on. No, he has he has an adequate running game, probably just enough to keep the defense honest.
Yeah. He's part of it.
Yeah, he is. He's very timely. I was listening to a segment on the local station this morning where they're talking about how when Brady was doing the game, as far as like some of the throws he made, like on purpose, like bad throws, like to throw the ball away, throw it into the ground. It just his IQ as far as the moment. I don't think it's a moment is too big for him, which is weird because when you go back to his Texas Tech days, he was just slinging it, and you really didn't see this type of an IQ. So I don't know if
but you did see the fearlessness of just
yes,
I have a baseball arm and I'm gonna show you guys every chance I get. But he does it in crazy way. I gotta be honest. He does it. He has at least one or two plays a game that, as a coach, you're like, no. Oh, okay, it worked because it's every game. Nightmarish throws. Like he is this close so many plays from just being Will Levis with these throws, like some of these plays.
Right.
Like what is he even doing? But he completes them time and again. Yeah, kid's special. Attention to details, crazy.
Shout out to my man Ant, man. Question: why is Patrick leading MVP odds, but his other QBs are better?
Very simple. It's very simple. It's because of the number 0, which is what they have in the loss column.
Right. So he's somewhat. I mean, maybe he shouldn't be leading, but he's definitely going to be there. Because of that 0. And the way the team. He, like Coach said, pitting the team on his back in certain situations. Half of the games this season he did.
Clutch.
And this is what you get. You know what I'm saying? You get good results, good coaching, continue to do.
We've been spending years, actually probably all of our lives with sports and football without actually knowing what exactly does an MVP. Is it the most production, or is it the most important player to the team? There is nobody more important to their team than Patrick Mahomes in the NFL. If he's not playing at that level, even when he's not like playing crazy stats, he's making every single play that they need to be made. And if it's any other quarterback pretty much in the league right now, they're not winning these type of games. Maybe Josh Allen, that's why I have him number 2, because he's another guy who could probably carry in that manner. But yeah, it's outrageous, bro.
See the current odds right now. Mahomes is a plus 350. Allen is a plus 500. Lamar is a plus 500. And Jared Goff comes in at number 4, plus 800.
Goff should probably be number 1. But for what I said about losses on the column, that's the one thing you can hold against him. Statistically, Goff's been the best quarterback in the league this year.
Yes. He's been unconscious.
They're gonna make Goff.
He's like 85% for the last 3 years.
They're gonna make Goff earn that. They're gonna make Goff earn that shit. I mean, every QB has to earn that shit, but they're gonna make Jared Goff earn that shit. Right now, he's 4th. He's behind.
More touchdowns in the last 2 weeks than incompletions.
Yeah. No, stellar numbers, absolutely. But we know where this is going. If he grinds out for the rest of the season and he picks these numbers up, there's no way if Patrick Mahomes continues to play how he is, and then the Ravens and Bills kind of seesaw. Jared Goff should win MVP, but they're going to make him earn that. They're going to make him play every game out. You know what I'm saying? See, they feel maybe there's a downtime coming. Hopefully not. He's balling. You know what I'm saying? He's doing this thing with that Lions team. Lions team looks crazy. We go back to that. We go to that game, actually, because we're rolling on it. We had 2 of the best teams so far in the league this season go out and perform yesterday. Minnesota Vikings, Detroit Lions. The Lions snuck out Minnesota with a dub yesterday, game-winning field goal. But that wasn't even the story here, man. It was kind of a tale of two games in the field, man. Minnesota came out early, you know what I'm saying? Slinging, getting the hits to the Lions, and then all of a sudden, that Lions offense that we talk about became that Lions offense, and it just seemed that they took control, even though Minnesota kept it close and also took the lead with some time left. You just pretty much feel like it was a Detroit game. Shout out to the Minnesota Vikings for performing, but you got Goff on one side, Sam Darnold, who's been playing exceptionally well on the other. When you have a chess match like that, I'm gonna give the advantage to a guy like Goff. And that's what it pretty much came down to yesterday, man. And the Lions defense this pick up after a bozo start. Shout out to both teams, man. NFC North, best division in football. And it was displayed yesterday between these two teams, and they got one more matchup. So I can't wait to see that as well. Right.
I'm gonna go ahead and go out on the line on a limb. I don't know if it's too much though. Super Bowl is gonna go through Detroit this year. Because San Francisco is getting decimated by injuries. Purdy looked pedestrian yesterday. Say again.
Debo got pneumonia.
Yeah, fluid on his lungs. Ayuk is out for the season.
Bro got shot early. He got they're cursed. We got bullet holes, Achilles tears, and pneumonia. Yeah. Cards are stacked against you.
And probably your best player hadn't even suited up this year for a regular season game.
Yeah. Rough.
So yeah, hey, somebody said, they're glad that the ownership allowed Dan Campbell to come in and put his culture into there. But Dan, take advantage of it now, because that damn Ben Johnson, he's gonna be a head coach next year for sure.
Yeah. Poached. He may not even he's not the week of the Super Bowl, after he's gone.
He's probably gonna know he's probably gonna already have an idea where he's going before.
Yeah. And if they're not in the Super Bowl, then he'll be watching it in the office of his new team, probably. So
yeah.
Absolutely. Hey, there's an update.
Can he come here, please?
Please. You want him?
We're done with Mayo already.
Hey man, don't listen here with Mayo, man. That Europe game, waking up to it yesterday. We'll talk about it a little bit. Patriots, Jaguars. Seemed like the Patriots had some rhythm. First quarter, some change. And me and Will talked about it. Drake May was looking good. And then the Jaguars came out of nowhere. Was like, man, we can't lose 2 weeks in a row over here. And blusted for 22 straight points to end the half. And then from there, this is when I knew it was done. This is when you kind of know it's a rebuild. We all know the Patriots been in the rebuild. We didn't know it's a rebuild. There was a 96-yard punt return for a touchdown. And one thing that we can bank on at times is the Patriots defense, special teams. And that happened. Yes, that happened yesterday. And I said to myself, I said that's ultimate rebuild. We know they're in rebuild station, but I seen that and I said, damn. What Will said,
it means no bill.
You don't want the loss of the locker room, man, but that might be coming next, depending on how this goes.
Yeah. All right.
So
Anarchy already?
Huh?
Anarchy already?
Yeah. Terrible. My man just did a monologue on my team, and I had to listen because they're that bad. Team's terrible. Only thing we had to look forward to is May and hopefully some of those receivers, but we're probably going to have to drop Travis Hunter is what we're looking forward to. I've already moved on from, we should probably take a lineman to has to be Travis now. It has to be. There's no one out there.
Mike Evans is down.
Oh, he's down. After he had a touchdown, reception.
Down bad, dropping, or he got hurt bad. Gotta be clear.
Yeah, which way? Elaborate.
Elaborate, and we're gonna get to it right now.
I'm a Mike Evans fan.
Oh, he dropped it. That's why.
Okay.
Oh, this hammy blew.
No, he didn't.
He is down. Oh, he is down bad. Yeah, my man's writhing. Yeah, his hamstring it's either a crazy cramp or his hammy just blew up.
Oh man. And that's the only downfall that he's had in his career is that hamstring.
His leg kind of planted and it tugged right at the hammy in a weird spot. Yeah, it might have popped, but hopefully it's just a mean ass.
Thanks for that information.
Appreciate it. Let me ask y'all this. I'm gonna ask Will first. I know what Two's gonna tell me. How confident are you in Brock Purdy right now?
Purdy? Purdy's solid. You gotta block for him. You gotta have a running game. Like he's one of those guys. Like he's gonna be more catered towards the system, but the system works. You just got to get the guys healthy. They're not healthy,
right?
So.
All right, Toop. I see you over there. I see the anticipation.
Will kind of hit it on the money. Like the system is kind of the training wheels has been on him long enough, and now he's gonna have to ride. And we're gonna see how it is now because if Ayuk's out, and we know he's out for the season, and Debo's pneumonia holds him anytime. Of course, you got
Ayuk's done for the season.
Who?
You said Ayuk's done for the season?
Yeah, he's gone for the season.
Yeah.
When the fuck did that happen? This week?
Yesterday. ACL, right? Is it ACL or MCL?
That's who it was. Wow.
So what I would say about Purdy is we're gonna see Purdy now. Now, like everybody's kind of like, oh snap, he's in this and that. And I was talking about it before the season started. We're really gonna get the X-ray on him now. Now it's like kind of like because the injuries, only because of the injuries. I mean,
yeah, but see that's the point. Like if he plays bad now, the people are gonna be out on him. But like we just got through talking about like Patrick Mahomes' numbers are trash, but they're winning the games.
Yeah,
but like he's not playing well.
Fair.
Like it happens if your guys aren't out there.
It's definitely not fair to put him in that situation. But then, for instance, here they play our Cowboys coming up Sunday, a team that they've been able to decimate and beat in the last 3-4 years.
Yeah,
you can't lose to Dallas. The injuries is going to be there, but you can't lose to Dallas.
Nah,
so,
you already on the edge. I got to ask you this:
what?
If Dallas goes out there and loses Sunday, what were your
Season's over. Because now we have the 49ers in the worst and the easiest spot to man. Because it's football, you still got to go out there and play. But injury-wise, it's like, damn, you better go out there and play your hardest. Even if they have injuries on the field, that's a W for us. You better go out there and win that game or this season's over. But to the 49ers point, we're going to see Brock Purdy off the training wheels, man. Officially riding bikes.
We'll see. He's not gonna have any. Like I don't think we can judge moving forward until because like it's one thing to not have everybody, but he doesn't have anybody. There's gonna be no McCaffrey. There's gonna be no Debo who got pneumonia. There's gonna be no Ayuk. It's basically gonna be him and Kittle just thugging it out. So
I say, and the reason why I say it's more on him, and it's gonna be a little bit. They're gonna be a little bit more on him, is because soon we remember this dude hasn't been signed yet. Anything else? We hope in the future that he gets signed to a long-term deal of some sort. So at some point, they're going to have to – this type of stuff is going to have to be noted. If he wants to do it, because soon enough, all those guys that are injured right now, Ayuk, Debo may be gone soon, Kittle may be gone soon, McCaffrey still be there, but you're going to have all new guys on offense anyway. So you pretty much got your new beginning right now. Kind of what we thought it would be before the season started, and they gave Ayuk all that cash. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's crazy. Do you care if you win or how you win? To us right now, in football right now, we have to start with wins. We have to start with wins to try to build it up, and that's kind of how you got to play it, man. It's cloudy right now.
How you win only matters when we're discussing like where we rank individual players, because then their contributions can determine that like where they stand. But like if you barely like Trent Dilfer got a bunch of wins, right? But he was mid. The defense is winning them games. That like if we're having a conversation about Super Bowl winning quarterbacks, yeah, Trent probably shouldn't come up first because no.
That's kind of how you feel about Troy Aikman, right?
Very much so. Troy Aikman had more to do with his, though. For sure had more to do with his. But also, for sure, had probably the most cushiony position that any Super Bowl quarterback has ever had. Other than the blonde bomber, who basically had a fucking super team at every position. I mean, their passing game was kind of an afterthought, and they had Lynn Swann and Stallworth out there. So, like, how are they?
He did have Hall of Famers out everywhere.
He basically had Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne out there, and it was just like the defense. And it was like, yeah, you're right. Also better, Franco Harris behind him. It's real comfy over there.
What's up, man? Hey,
we're showing this history. Look at you.
Team should have been illegal.
We did. We moved past it because of a comment, You guys were talking about Brock Purdy. I think it's a miracle that George Kittle stayed as healthy as he had, and that's a big help to him. And there's a chance that McCaffrey comes back after the bye week, so that's one more help. But how long is he going to be there? And Jennings might be coming back sooner rather than later too. So
I completely forgot about him.
They're going to have a little bit of help. He had like one big week, and it's kind of bad when he's your guy having the big week. But him, Kittle, and McCaffrey, if McCaffrey can stay healthy, I don't know. It could be a little something for them to look forward to, but really not.
Absolutely, man. A team, and we speak on the 49ers, a team in their division who looked crazy yesterday, man, up in the Georgia Dome. Goddamn Seahawks, man. And 1-2 Quan is always on their asses. And yesterday watching that game, listen here, man. That offense, powerful. I mean, Metcalf will be out week to week, man, as he got carted off yesterday. Not the worst thing to hear, but you don't want your guy out. But they had Geno Smith is rolling with these pieces, man. Smith and Jigma, Lockett, Fant, Kenneth Walker's looking crazy. Hopefully his hamstring no pop. That defense, I said it, man. That defense has improved a lot. And it's looking like they're poised. And I said a couple weeks ago, if they beat the Lions, I'll show them some respect because they haven't had a crazy schedule to this point. But they turn up and they're winning games, man. And you can't beat that, man. To the point where Geno only had to throw for like 20-something yards in the second half yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's winning football. Kirk Cousins and the guys on the other side could not contain, cannot apprehend. We think the Falcons will ascend, and then they go back to mediocre. So, shout out to the Seahawks, man. The post-Pete Carroll era, man, riding strong. Y'all feel about the Seahawks, man?
This looks like the Geno from 2 years ago, where he was efficient. He wasn't a reason why they were losing. He played within the parameters. And then they had the running game pounding it out yesterday as well. Seahawks, man, they might way San Fran's looking, and the injuries have pretty much decimated the Rams. Seattle, it may come down to Seattle, maybe an outside chance of Arizona, but Seattle may win this division this year, assuming that they stay healthy. Right now, they look like the most complete team.
They're pretty complete, yeah. They've had some bad games, but yeah, they look like a good team. Also, yeah, we got to see DK is going to be week to week. That's an MCL. That's stability. He's all about being physical. He needs that to be healthy.
Yes, he does.
Maybe you get him out there a game earlier than you expect, but probably as a decoy in that situation. So
yeah.
But yeah, they get Fant involved. They have like a lot of weapons on the team, man. Between the two backs with Carbonet back there as well as Walker. Walker, they started to get Walker the ball in space. He's always has like these explosive plays, and then that'll be kind of it for the game. You'll have like one or two plays, and that's it. They got to keep him involved, and when they do, they're a better team for doing it. So you got to keep that, maintain that. Secondary is great. We know that about that team, and I don't know how the pass rush is looking this year, but someone else could weigh in on that.
They got two decent tight ends too to run them two tight end sets too, if they felt like it.
Who's it? Disley and Fant. I know Fant's there.
Yeah.
Who's the other one?
I think it's the kid from Ohio State from a couple years ago, but I'm not too sure.
We got Lamar in the red zone.
Lamar in the red zone, 7-10 Buccaneers.
Everybody scrambling.
Was that Bo Mafe? Boy Mafe?
Mafe? Maybe.
You got Derek Hall.
So what else we got going? The Jaguars got a win. They suck though. Just not a good team. They got talent. They're gonna have to move on from their coach.
Had a battle in Green Bay yesterday between two of, I guess, uprising teams in the league, the Texans and the Packers. Came down to a Brandon McManus field goal for the Packers to send the Texans shopping. Maybe we backtrack a little bit on the Texans, though. You know, maybe dealing with some injuries, but at the same time, QB CJ Stroud, the slump, maybe. I don't know. But maybe it's going slumping season for him. Not saying that the season's going to end bad for the Texans, but of course, with the season he had last year, at some point there'll be a little slump in the line. And I think this is a little slump in the line for him and his young team to get back into reality and realize that there's still steps to be taken to be great. Again, Jordan Love on the other side, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. At the same time, still building. These 2 guys are still building, but it was great to see these 2 QBs and these 2 teams play on the field yesterday, and the game come down to that yesterday. Vegas, man, they know how to pick these games, man. So kind of what
Justice Hill, 18-yard touchdown reception. Ravens up.
Who with a touchdown reception?
Justice Hill.
Justice
the
Hill.
running back.
Okay, Justice Hill.
17 team.
Back.
He went to Mark Andrews on his first touchdown, Lamar, and now just
about to be 14-10.
14, okay.
Ravens 4.5-point favorites at Tampa Bay tonight. Let's see if they can ride it on out. We are just getting started over in Arizona.
4 plays, 80 yards.
So yeah, man, NFL talk tonight, man. Absolutely. Coach, man, I know. Wifey was at the crib yesterday.
I know.
Disappointed, not showing from that Texas team.
Yeah, she was. I know Will has well, I'm sorry, it might be too good said that maybe patting the brakes a little bit on the Texans. Yeah, they looked a little bit invincible at some point last year, but it goes back, to the old saying. They got tape now. They know what you do well, know what you struggle with. I know Collins is out, but for the most part, he still got a full complement of his weapons. But that offensive line, which protected him last year, they look like Swiss cheese right now. Have been all season. Even when they played, India a few weeks back, he was getting a lot of heat put onto him. Yeah, and I saw a couple of times. I'm a big facial person, and I saw a couple of times yesterday when they were paying over to the head coach. He looked like he didn't have an answer as far as what was going on with his team.
Yeah.
So, I want to support the wife and her favorite team, but at the same time, I got to throw a little shade to the in-laws. Pat them brakes. Pat them brakes.
Also, we see exactly how good Nico is. Because when he got hurt, the struggle began even more.
It was immediate.
Instant. That's a number 1 receiver for you if I've ever seen him. He's a top 5 guy basically at this point.
Yeah, agreed.
And this wouldn't be a show without trashing New York, right? It's trash New York time over here, man. New York City, stand up. Y'all are terrible. First off, Aaron Rodgers, new regime, new coach play calling. Devontae Adams gets signed. And y'all play one half and give us a sneak peek and then get slaughtered.
Let Russ cook on.
Russ cooked you last night as the Pittsburgh Steelers got a 37-15 win over the New York Jets. Terrible display. Aaron Rodgers, this looks like one of those Dave Chappelle skits where, matter of fact, they're making a band skit where just kept telling them, y'all can't use the studio today. You can't use the studio today. Aaron Rodgers going on the podium. It's our fault. We got to get better.
Yeah.
How many times can you say that? And I know you guys you speak up for the team, you speak up for yourself. You love to speak, to keep it real. But this Jets team, maybe this be what it is. Maybe it's too much star power in the locker room for everybody to comprehend. And everybody feels like they have to do much more. And it's
a lot of stars view it as it's everybody but their fault. And that is 100% the energy that Aaron Rodgers always has. That it's not this, it's this coach, it's that coach, it's this player I need over here. It's this, The team just isn't good. Plenty of talent, but talent doesn't win you games. Hard work does. And I don't know that I'm not saying they're not working hard, but they're obviously not working hard at the things that matter for winning. For starters, the offensive line play is not good. Just not good. You can't expect a 8-year-old quarterback. Yeah, he's a little mobile still, but he just off of Achilles. You can't expect that motherfucker to have to scramble and make all these plays. And then on Aaron's side, hey, maybe throw some more away. You kind of can't hold the ball as long as you used to, despite all your little antics in the pocket. You're not a spring chicken anymore. Sometimes you gotta just throw shit away. So I just think as a whole, and the defense played pretty good, but they were on the field the entire game. So what do you expect?
Reddick back next week as he signed, finally going to camp. The Jets just keep going in abysmal. Devontae Adams, you seen him last night. Didn't see him much in the stat collection, but the Jets hopefully will be
Sauce
better.
had him locked up. Sauce had the seatbelt on him.
Yeah, Sauce doing the thing, man. And Russell Wilson on the other side, man. Listen here, they made the change, him for Justin Fields, substituted out, Russell Wilson in. Everybody was like, damn, man, why just out? And we seen a little bit of why Justin Fields was replaced for a little bit yesterday. We know why.
It's right. It's right though. Garrett Wilson did kind of lose in this game. He literally gave them like multiple scoring drives. One of them was a pick.
And he did say
they should have been going towards the end zone. It hits him dead in his chest, gets picked, and goes the other way. I don't know if it was pick 6, but they scored soon after, I'm pretty sure.
It wasn't a pick 6. It almost was. But that and the young man was heated after the game, as you should. You know what I'm saying? Said he blew, and gave them opportunities, and he dropped balls, and he can't do that shit. Absolutely. Now you got Sergeant Devontae Adams there now. You definitely can't drop no balls now because
now you won't get the targets. You don't get to survive dropping balls now because they'll just throw to the other guy the entire game. So yeah.
Hopefully the young curly-haired, easy-looking guy, you know what I'm saying, will get back into the football field.
He got the easy Jerry curl, though. You're not lying. He got the easy Jerry curl.
New York Minute on the other side.
The perm.
The goddamn Giants, man. Every week, man. Some hope,
rough
1% for the Giants, and then they give us a reason to give them no hope. Philadelphia came in there, Saquon Barkley home anniversary as he comes back to New York, and he gives New York the business, 176 yards rushing. Should have gave him the ball more so he could run for like 250, 300. That's the type of game he could have had, but I like the way Philly, ran the game out, displayed their talents. Philly looked good though. It was the Giants. They looked good this week. They didn't look good early. It was kind of a defensive struggle. They didn't score the first quarter, again. So, but no, good win for the Eagles. And the Giants, man, just continue to suck. Daniel Jones was benched for Drew Lock. The Giants did say that Jones is still their guy, but now this is wondering he's making $60 million. You benched him. This is the start, Giant world, of you not wanting him no more, and you let us know yesterday because you was losing so bad to the Eagles, a team that you're probably gonna get snapped by anyway, that you said our QB ain't worth it. We should have kept Saquon, and Saquon wanted to stay with you guys.
He did.
He said, "I will help y'all out. Y'all help me," and y'all said no. Y'all put it publicly on airwaves and HBO Hard Knocks and all this extra stuff. Yes, Brian Burns is that guy. Shout out to him. He made a lot of noise yesterday. But Saquon, you let him go and you kept Daniel Jones.
That's a horrible interception, Baker.
Hey,
Baker being Baker, huh?
Hey, and I want to say this about Baker, and since we're talking about that right now. I was talking to my boy Dominic tonight, and I was trying to wave about this game tonight, who was going to win. And I said Baker the last few weeks has been kind of playing back to reality, kind of like that Baker ball, where it's like, okay, you still get production touchdowns and stuff, but you're throwing the picks. And you can't throw picks.
Gunslinger, like Brett Favre ball.
Right. So Baker, hey, we riding with you, Baker. We ride with you, dog. But you got to be much more careful with the football.
We don't ride with that fucking interception though. That was bad. He just he tried to lead the receiver and threw it to two corners. Two defensive backs were standing there waiting for the ball. They clashed catching his interception. His receiver wasn't close enough to help.
I'm gonna be
That's how bad that pass was.
He throwing Larry Brown picks.
It was a punt.
I don't want to throw
Line drive, though.
I don't want to down Baker like this at all. But after Todd Bowles is gone from Tampa Bay, soon enough Baker may be gone too. And it's not because of his play or anything. I just think that the new coaches and the people coming up.
They paid him though. It's gonna be. I don't know what the money looked like, but they paid him, didn't they?
Well, they paid him 3 years.
Yeah.
Right? 3 years.
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. 3 years. They paid 3 years.
This
so
is
it's
the
not
first.
easy.
This the first year of it. So yeah, this year and then next year and
Yeah.
yeah. He probably wasn't gonna play much longer than that first contract anyway.
But
unless he suddenly got way better.
Still a good one. Still a guy that can go out there, talk that shit, man. Let it go, let it loose, man. But Mike Evans as well earlier, as you mentioned, blew the hand more than likely. We gotta look into that too, man, because that offense can look completely different without Mike Evans over there.
Okay, so the way Baker's contract is, he's at least there till next year. Because he'll be $30 million dead cap hit.
Oh,
he had a 3-year deal, didn't he?
Shout out to Andy Dalton.
This is what I mean.
Andy Dalton, hey, Washington Commanders win last today. Shout out to Marcus Mariota because Jaden Daniels hurt his ribs yesterday. Week to week now, the young QB with an injury. I mean, you don't want a rib injury right now. You don't want a rib injury ever, man. That's the worst part for what he
Not
does.
in the quarterback position.
And what he provides for you. But a great win yesterday throughout all that for the Commanders. It was the Panthers. If they have to go without Daniels for the next couple weeks, Mariota's a guy that can kind of hold it down in a sense, a couple games. But wish the man a speedy recovery, man, and back on the football field to continue this nice year that the Commanders.
They just showed a crazy play in the Chargers game. And this is what I mean when people they love taking shots at Herbert. Herbert finds a wide open receiver, hits that receiver. Receiver catches the ball, turns up the field, fumbles the ball into the end zone.
But they blame Herbert for that. That's crazy.
Drive killed. Herbert sucks.
If I was a GM, I would definitely start a franchise with Herbert.
Herbert's a really good player. Yeah. Yeah, I get that with some actual receivers, though.
Here's one for you. We talked about the Giants and Washington. It's a distinct possibility that Dan Quinn will be the veteran head coach next year in his second year. Dan Quinn
will be whose head coach?
He will be the veteran head coach in the NFC East next year in his second year. Yeah. So strong possibility you have 3 new coaches.
Oh yeah,
fire everyone. They're all terrible.
Yeah.
Not good coaches.
Ben Johnson.
They're good coordinators, but they're not good coaches.
Ben Johnson, possibly in New York.
Nope. I'm gonna give you one more.
Or Spags.
We've seen this team spend money during the offseason. We've asked where the hell we got it from. Ben Johnson to Philly. I would, if they get rid of Sirianni.
If I'm smart.
Philly. I'd rather Philly than the Giants. Although there's less movement you can make with Philly because they're strapped down now.
Yeah, they've got some big contracts now.
And more coming.
Like, what can you do with Jalen Hurts?
That's why he'd be the guy to do it, but he has to prove that he can. Does he believe? So he'll have to watch the film and decide which quarterback he wants to work with. Is it Hurts? Is it Hurts or is it whoever the Giants could draft? Because it's not going to be Danny. So
it could be Shador.
It could be Shador in New York. But now if you do the whole new team, draft a QB, you're tied to him forever. That's it. If he sucks, you're gone very fast. It's not going to be some kind of like, oh, well, we like Shador, we're going to keep his coach. No, they will fire both of you. Like if you suck right away.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, New York has shown that they're not immune to moving on when it comes to the head coach.
Absolutely, man. Other NFL quickly. The Browns, shout out to Nick Chubb, man, scoring a touchdown. Deshaun Watson, though, the story of that game, Bengals-Browns game. popped his Achilles, out for the season. Everybody's been screaming for weeks, man, to bench this guy, and in the worst possible fashion, he benched himself, man. A lot of boos from the Cleveland fans when the incident occurred, man. Very disrespectful. We know the man has been struggling. We know you wanted the man out of town, but that situation, you know, it sucks. It sucks. If that's the way it all ends for him, if this is the way that the Deshaun Watson story ends in Cleveland on a Sunday, October 20th, he pops his Achilles.
How could it? It can't. They're on the hook for $72 million either year, I think, if they try to get out of this. There's no way. This story's not finished.
Not in terms of the Browns getting out of it. I'm talking about in terms of him, his career. Like,
now he'll rehab and be. If a 38-year-old man can rehab and get back, now the question will be: does he love football anymore? That's the question.
The way, and that's what I'm saying.
Not so fun anymore, is it? Anymore, football ain't fun now, is it?
Right. The way the world works is you're going to be in the backup workout. You're going to be in the backup rotation. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't know if you're ever going to get starter reps. You know what I'm saying? Again, you know, after all this happened in Cleveland, and you're showing your play that you may not be valuable anymore. So,
next 2 years, each year, he has a cap hit of $72.9 million.
Just call
it. Dorian Thompson got injured too. James Winston was the third.
And you're not putting $72 million on a bench. They've already said that, basically.
And his dead cap hit for next year, $172.7 million.
It's unbelievable. Cleveland, you deserve everything you get.
I'm gonna be real with you. I think this is when you talk to Deshaun and his camp and tell them slowly rehab this Achilles. Slowly. You get your bread, you not playing, and this can quietly go away. The only people that talk about it are the people that know that he's getting paid all this money. But other than that, that's the only way you can play this out here. Because like Will said, there's a lot of money. So if he comes in and like, I'm ready to play, and he loves football still to the point where I'm going to rehab this injury and get back on the field, you possibly got the L with this next year, and the next year after that too with him on the field. But like Will said, man, you're not just leaving that on the field. You're not just leaving that on the bench. Especially if he's can play. That's crazy. That's a crazy situation for that over there. Indy and the Dolphins, man. Anthony Richardson comes back. Terrible fucking display. The Dolphins had two QBs go out there.
Actually left Flacco out there.
Terrible display. Yes. Indy does sneak the win out though, but yeah, Dolphins need that man that's been concussed a few times to come back. He's the MVP of that team. I'm gonna say that right now. They only hope to win is with him in the lineup.
But Took, what about reps? That's all you ever told me about May. Reps, got to get him on the field. You want to take Anthony Richardson off the field? Why?
No, no. Hold on. Take Anthony Richardson. Hold on. So you're saying that I don't want Anthony Richardson
on you now?
Huh? No. You said I don't want Anthony Richardson off the field?
You just said that Flacco belong out there.
I mean, shit. I mean, he's had his time.
Yeah,
and the thing about him is he's hurt. And I mean, he's fine. It's kind of a suckerish. We've seen him play already. I mean, he's injury prone.
Yeah, he is drowning.
No, because at the end of the day, the difference between May was sitting on the bench just collecting dust with a guy in Brissett that we know sucked. Flacco's little, you know me. I fuck with Flacco. I'm the one in here that says Flacco's a Hall of Famer when everybody says he's not. So maybe I got a special heart for Flacco, but at the same time, Anthony Richardson go out there as a top 5 talent, and you can't get it done, and you got a Super Bowl winner behind you. You got to play him.
Hey, they won. They won the game.
They're only gonna go 2 more weeks of this shit, and they're gonna go back to Flacco, and they're gonna have to rework him out. I don't know, man. This is crazy.
You know what made me nervous yesterday is he just got back.
I was completely lost for a second. Sorry.
He just got back, and what does he do? He tries to run over defender with his throwing shoulder.
Successfully did it too. Truck bro, move.
But why?
Because I'm only in college for a year. I'm not the smartest guy. I'm just really fast.
But then you can't honestly. But then you bring that to the way he plays. But then you gotta say that's a coaching over there. Like they telling him probably don't run as much artists than that. But then
we've always had this problem with quarterbacks. They told Vic to slide. I still haven't seen it. They tell Lamar Jackson to slide. Still haven't seen it. I mean, in fact, I'm pretty sure the only scrambling black quarterback who's actually slides is Russell Wilson because he played baseball.
Him and Colin.
Right. And yeah. And Kaepernick will slide too, but he was also just kind of an airhead, so not always.
Patty. Yeah, but but like you say, they all have baseball backgrounds.
And Patty's brilliant. Patty slides sometimes, but usually Patty just like wiggles his way out of bounds somehow from the middle of the field. He always finds a way to get out.
He don't take much contact.
Nah, and he's efficient as a runner. And there's no wasted movements, no like steps that he doesn't need to take. He's not gonna try to juke Brian Urlacher like Brady did that one time. Like he's gonna go. That run in the game last night, huge run. In fact, it was the biggest play of the game. It was like the only really big play he
made. Yes, sir, man. Hey, the NFL Sunday was wild. It was crazy. You got the Raiders losing again to the Rams. I think
again,
it's about every game.
Report that, Dominique.
Oh, Dominique,
I told Jaden to slide. He didn't and got folded like a bed sheet. Yeah, look, Jaden's one of the ones who he usually just runs out of bounds. He has good control over his runs, but every now and then in a game, you're going to try to make a play, and he did and got cracked. He doesn't weigh anything. He's like 198 pounds with 4 legitimately sized rocks in his pocket. Like, he can't take hits like that. So they're going to have to protect the shit out of him. And yeah, y'all got to teach that. Hey, bring him to the Orioles for like the offseason. Teach him how to slide.
And they'll help him out, man. Shout out to the Baltimore Orioles, man. So we knick-knack off this weekend. We just mentioned Jaden. We mentioned a couple other guys earlier. But, yes, there were injuries. And there's injuries just about every week in this game. Yeah. Those guys come out here and perform hard, man. And there's going to be some injuries. We heard Mike Evans with the hamstring today. Ayuk with the ACL, MCL tear. Other notable injuries. Daniels with the ribs. He's week to week. Had a bunch of ones yesterday, man. Daniels. Had some crazy injuries yesterday. Had a couple concussions. My guy Malik Neighbors just came back from concussion. Shout out to him. And Marvin Harris is playing tonight despite being concussed last week. So shout out to him for doing that. Coach, I know you got the injury list on him, man. So who else was cleaned up this week?
You got Curtis Samuel was out with Buffalo. Even though, Cooper came in, like he had a couple of times where he wasn't sure about the play.
Keon Coleman, shout out to him.
Helped him out. And he goes and scores a touchdown right after that.
Keon would make it. I can't express how good he's gonna be, like to have Keon, like how good it's gonna be for Keon to have Amari around. It's gonna be unbelievable, perfect. And
Dude had his best display on the field as a rookie yesterday.
The first time he played next to Amari,
like me that had him on the bench and he had 30. Yeah.
Oh no.
Amari is easily a top 10 route runner all time.
Whew. Yeah.
No wasted movements. In and out of breaks.
No, none.
He puts on the play. He's very cerebral.
But I thought route running was only determined by production.
Doom. Maybe that's why somebody didn't want to come on the show tonight.
Y'all cooking tonight.
Damn. Saints up.
Will. There you go, Will. There you go.
That's my arm in the motherfucker.
David Montgomery. He came in. He played yesterday, right? I think he's still dealing with a leg injury.
Who you talking about?
David Montgomery.
At some point. He came out.
Probably the best backfield in the league right now.
Yeah, him and Denver.
And I still remember the night that they grabbed Gibbs on the draft. We was like, what the fuck are they doing?
Yeah.
Shout out to them. They knew what the fuck they were doing.
Yeah. I was hyped. I was like, yeah, that's perfect. I was the only one.
Let me see. How long? Watson? I missed that. Y'all might have talked about it earlier. Watson for the Chiefs.
Oh no.
Oh no, what happened to him?
Suffered a fractured ankle and could be out for the season.
Fuck. He's like their unsung hero who always can fill in for any receiver and produce. And
Pete Dollar, shout out to you, brother, in your first place. Commanders.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah, man. Shout out to the Commanders, man, for a couple more weeks. So y'all gotta come see us. You heard? Aiden O'Connell out 4 to 6 weeks with a broken thumb. Gardner Minshew came back into the fray of the Raiders QB rotation and then shitted the bed as well. So the Raiders definitely be going after a QB next year.
Was that O'Connell first or second start this year? Second?
I think this was his first. Second. No.
I think it was second.
Yeah, it's his second start. Yeah, because he started last week.
Mm-hmm.
Very unfortunate, man.
What did he break?
His thumb.
Fractured finger, stone.
Oh, that's right. He did do that. Yeah, it sucks.
Harrison Bryant went to the locker room in the third quarter with an elbow injury. They're tight end. More opportunities for Brock Bowers, man, to do his thing. Shout out to the young man. Braxton Berrios suffered I think an ACL injury as well late in Sunday's loss. He's gonna be out for the season this game.
He's a little speed guy too. That's all he got.
Tua Tagovailoa expected back to practice this week as he worked his way back from a concussion. Doctors have deemed that it's safe for him to come back to play. Tua will be back.
They don't care about his life.
Right on time.
Also
Tyler Huntley, he went out with a shoulder injury yesterday.
Team's a dumpster fire.
Chris Olave is still
people are coming after McDaniels as a coach.
So the Saints go and sign Martellus Vance Scanlon. What the hell his name is?
Oh, Marquez
Valdez
Scantling. Yeah, Valdez Scantling.
Saints,
man.
Hey, by the way, throwing this out there about Tua, apparently he's refusing to wear a Guardian cap too.
Shit, you better wear that Guardian cap.
He also said the words, I believe, I will die for football. And yes, you might. So
the Giants, Jalen Hyatt cracked his ribs late in the game last night. So he's gonna miss some time.
How do you crack your ribs at the end of a bench?
He's LSU guy, ain't he?
Nah, Tennessee.
Tennessee, okay.
I'd have been much harsher if he was LSU.
Yeah, bunch of injuries going on here, man. Injury wise, man.
You say a bunch of inbreds? Jesus.
Oh, injuries.
Right after Tennessee.
Xavier Newman, guard of the Jets, was carted off with a neck injury, taken to the hospital for observations. X-rays were negative, and he was able to fly home with the team. Alger Vera Tucker, the guard, as well, injured his ankle and did not return last night for the Jets. So, yes. Injury report.
Who are the major? We got rid of the major ones, right?
Yep, and then we mentioned earlier Ayuk, season-ending ACL injury. Metcalf.
Torn ACL. So he's going to miss the rest of this season and about half of next year.
Who, Watson?
Ayuk.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
And then
also, holdouts, not so cool. You're not in shape.
Yep.
These are the things that happen. You got paid, though, so good for you.
And then Cooper Kupp will suit up as soon as Thursday Night Football for the Rams. He will be returning.
Now, that could be the Rams saving grace if they start getting healthy.
Or that could be that could be a trade that could make the Rams have some picks next year. Either way.
That's true. Speaking of trade, teams have sniffed around and inquired on Myles Garrett.
I mean, you can call all you want. I'm not picking up the fucking phone. But but nah, like, look, if you offer me the right amount of 2 first rounders, yeah, I might do it. but no one's going to do that. So maybe somebody gives up 1 first rounder.
I think if I was the Browns, I'd be more inclined to try to trade Denzel Ward instead of the star of the defense.
You're going to get less, though. The point is to get something back that you can like start a franchise with. I think they want a quarterback. Shockingly enough.
Also, trade rumors sniffing around. As many as 5 teams have inquired the Saints on Alvin Kamara's availability.
Yes, because I heard that he requested a trade during the weekend. He has denied it, but you know how that kind of thing goes. Three days later, Alvin Kamara has requested a trade. Oh, after the next Saint loss, he has requested a trade. So we know it's sniffing and possibly could be gone.
Again, you know where I'm going to go. Chiefs did make a call.
Jeez.
Oh, man, he'd be deadly in that offense.
You know it's coming for something's coming. You know what I'm saying? They grinded it out. It's like a reward for them in a sense. Like you grind out all these games. Trade also at the same time, but then you know you're gonna get right. You can't
really justifiably put a big number in the receiver room because Rice will be back. You're gonna pay him eventually. I guess you could go out and get like a Hopkins or something like that, but why not just have a 2-headed monster at running back with Kamara and Pacheco? Could you understand what would happen to people if Pacheco came only in just to pound that shit in your face? He wasn't an every down back. Just come in to run violently like he loves to do. That's awful for everyone. And then Kamara being there for passing downs. Yeah. Andy Reid would love that. That's what he had with McCoy.
Yeah. Yep.
And so before that,
looking at the Myles Garrett rumors, he didn't necessarily shut the rumors down. When asked about it, he says anybody could be next. and they said that they expect for the Browns to be sellers over the next couple of weeks. With multiple players being moved.
They got to dump all of them, honestly. Just dump them all. Just dump them all for an amazing amount of draft picks and basically just make Watson's next 2-3 years there before you can get rid of him miserable and build the team slowly around him as you fail.
Anthony says
and do Brown stuff.
Hopkins or DeAndre Johnson will be the next player traded this week. Stamp it.
Yeah, I can see that.
Oh, Deontay from the Panthers, yeah, because he went over there and started shining, and that team's awful. So, yeah, that'd be. I wonder who goes out and get him. Eagles don't need it.
Nope, they're good.
I say Chiefs for everything, so let's stop doing that. The Lions, that'd be gross. Who was just whistling? We're doing a show here. You realize that?
I think he's trying to say something.
I know.
We need a receiver, everybody. I've been telling you. Hold on. And you heard, hold on. Can we talk about Troy Aikman for a second? Because we hold on. Because Troy Aikman was smelling too.
Is he going to suit up? Because that's the only way y'all going to win some games. Like
Troy Aikman was feeling too. Troy Aikman was me and Troy Aikman had a good conversation the other night, and I said, "Yo, Troy, won't you announce this? Won't you say this on national TV? Because nobody believes me when I say it." So Troy Aikman went on and said it, man. He disrespected the receiving core of Dallas Cowboys. One particular CeeDee Lamb, he fucking flew. He did him dirty. But this is what I'm talking about. No disrespect to CeeDee, but goddamn.
To the point, too, we never thought we'd hear it. He said that the Ravens receivers were running better routes.
Exactly. When he said that, he said, I got the Ravens this week. And you know how he talked shit? Yeah. He said, man, and they run better routes than Dallas. He said, they come off their routes all lazy. All this. I said, oh, man.
But that's a freestyling.
And Aikman used to do that. Aikman used to get his receivers. You know, remember he used to come at Michael Irvin. Michael Irvin come in coked out feet. You better be ready, prepared for these games. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey. I think when Troy
you want to know what the most demoralizing thing for a wide receiver? not the entire football team, because every position has a different thing that is heartbreaking for that position.
Right.
For receivers, a heartbreaking, the worst thing is to be out there running nonstop routes, knowing the other team knows exactly what you're doing because you're one-dimensional. You don't have a running game. You're not going to have very much time because the line is bad, and the quarterback is middle of the pack in the league.
At best.
He has no chance at any receiver spot to excel because everybody knows what's coming. They're predictable as shit. McCarthy is awful.
Troy Aikman sided with Dak and said these receivers are the reason why Dak looks bad.
Oh, you think? I'm sorry. Wait, did a quarterback take Dak's side? Is that what just happened?
Yo, I am in tears because he said it. I'm like, damn. You can't give the receivers you can't give them all the flat. We gotta
all of it
on that. Absolutely. It just don't mix. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, but yeah.
I'm also sure receivers hate running routes, creating 5 yards of space and having to fight for the ball as it gets picked and you're watching it go the other way. So like, yeah, I'm sure the receivers need to be better. And I'm sure I know why.
We need to be. We need one of those. We need one of those wide receivers that you said, Anthony. I would be happy if we got one of them. It won't
for what
turn around the whole franchise.
That's lipstick on a pig.
Feel like they're doing something that I want.
It's lipstick on a pig too. Why? Like it's just.
And he know he's cooked because when Aikman talked about the receivers being lazy coming off the line of scrimmage, what does Mike McCarthy say? And I quote, "They don't carry any weight with me because I watch all the tape. I get to go to the meetings. I'm at practice. I'm part of the games. So I have a clear understanding of what and where. Troy's statement is, in particular, I don't agree with the word selection. There is definitely need for improvement in every position, not just one position that he commented on. Denial. Insane. God, this is a shit show."
That's it. Yo, the Cowboys, man, shit get bad. Y'all turn on each other, man.
Coach,
man,
Coach, I'll never turn on you, Coach. Never turn.
Same here, bro. But I agree with you there, man.
He says sliding on his Lions hat. Real talk, like real snot. With his Lions color headphones, you know. Just gonna start phasing out that star, turning it into a lion.
We can't get both at the trade deadline. You know what I'm saying? We still, I guess, we still got an old hag in the pocket in Dalvin Cook. I don't know what the hell he's gonna produce, but yeah, I'll take a receiver right now.
There's more tigers in captivity in Texas than there is in all of the wild. Y'all clearly like cats. It's okay, Lions fan, Coach. Y'all could just come on, going up the road a bit. Go to Detroit.
It's funny. Somebody called into the radio station today. He's like, I'm a diehard Cowboys fan, but it would be wrong of me if I cheer for the Lions.
Coach, is that you?
I know they just kicked their ass a couple of weeks ago, but they was rolling on there too, boy.
That's funny. That's funny.
Never that.
Ravens 14, Buccaneers 10, and then Chargers up 3-0 on them Cardinals right now.
Break time? Can we hit a break?
Yeah, get a break, man.
Where the hose at?
Yeah.
Get some a drink.
All right. We'll be back in about 25 to 35 seconds. I'll be right back.
Oh, yeah.
Hose water. Whether you've been playing hard or working hard, when your thirst needs to be quenched, there's hose water. Found at any retailer where sports drinks are sold. Or connected to your faucet in the backyard if you don't want to pay $4 for it. Hose water. Get yours today.
This is an emergency message. Stop what you're doing and hit the like button. Also comment and subscribe. Thank you. We now return you to your program.
Will, is there a NFL wide receiver bracket out there?
So, man, Will in the building, Coach in the building, Better in the building. Got the villain somewhere creeping. It's the play call sheet. We out here
In the cuts.
dissecting week 7 as it is and as it was and what it's going to be. 2 games on right now, so go tune in those. If you over there, man, you can watch the game. You can watch it at the same time, man. Media is the illest. You know what I'm saying? You can watch 2 things at one time. So do that if you can, or if you just want to watch us, man, watch us.
2 things at the same time. Rookie work. I'm watching 3 things.
Oh, I mean, you
While
can be
being on TV.
And watch 3 things, 4 things, 5 things, maybe 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 things.
Is your ADHD taking over? Join us at STWF. Touchdown, Cardinals. Smallest guy in the field, Little Rondale, I believe. Or someone else equally as short. Oh, Dortch, yes, equally as short, correct.
Yes, sir. So we go ahead, Coach.
So, top 5 quarterback performances. Yes, over the weekend, college, NFL, or top 5 worst quarterback performances. Either way you want to handle it.
I mean, Daniel doesn't really count because he died, but it wasn't great for me. I'm just gonna go by fantasy. What bothered me in fantasy this week?
I was only able to bring
Aaron
the
sucking
list
dick
together.
Yeah. What's your list?
You
got a list?
I got 3 worst and only 1 good because I didn't feel like looking at all the good performances. But I'll do the good first, and then I'll do the 3 bad. I feel bad putting the 1 guy on it because we talked about him earlier, but I'll do the 1 best first. I just want to give a shout out to my own quarterback. Drake May played great. The rest of the team sucked. Drake May went 26 of 37 for 276 yards and 2 tuts. He also led the team again in rushing, 3 rushes for 18 yards. That's not good at all. But
signs you may be a bad team.
Exactly. But Drake May looked pretty damn good. He's impressive.
He did.
3. I got 3 worst, not 5 worst, but 3 worst. I'm going to go from the bottom to the absolute worst to the top. Brock Purdy, 17 of 31, 212 yards, 3 INTs. The 3 INTs is what stood out to me.
One of them was horrible.
It was. I remember watching that one too. I peeked into that game, and that was the pick. It was to absolutely nobody besides the defense. Yeah. Now, it's 212 yards. It's still pretty good through the air, but at the same time, 3 interceptions, that's just gross. Number 2, you could almost say that this was worse than the guy I have up top. I just don't like how many yards he threw. But Gardner Minshew, 15 of 34, 154, and 3 INTs as well. Terrible. And then number 1, Andy Dalton, 11 of 16, 93 yards, and 2 interceptions. Man didn't even get over 100 yards. He was that bad. But
the red rifle.
Damn.
Oh, listen here.
That's the red pea shooter. That's awful.
Those are my 3 worst and my 1 good best. You guys got the rest.
You gave us Minshew and Purdy and all that. Man, you forgot Daniel Jones' weak ass. Quarterback should never struggle. You know when QB struggle to throw 100 yards in the game, you know we all on that ass. He accomplished that feat on Sunday. He lost 56 yards after taking 7 sacks. So seeing him just muster 99 passing yards is absolute embarrassment because they minus those sacks we lost, that would have been about 40 yards. So that's terrible display. We've seen both Miami quarterbacks, Tyler Huntley and Tim Boyle, terrible. Both of them together, terrible. Terrible displays on the football field. And one here, terrible. Andy Dalton, yeah, you can say that, whatever. We know Andy Dalton. We know he's on his CJ Stroud is on this list this week.
So bad. 86 yards. 86 yards.
Bad. And I was going to say Anthony Richardson, but Anthony Richardson had 60 yards on the ground. You know what I'm saying? Not good stats, but at the same time, yeah, CJ Stroud's on my list too. Definitely. QB performances, good ones. Josh Allen. Shout out to Josh Allen. 21 to 33, 323 yards and 2 touchdowns, 116.1 the QB rating. Of course, Jared Goff. 22 or 25, 280, 2 touchdowns, 140 rating. Definitely. And Marcus Mariota in place of Jaden Daniels. 18 to 23, 205 yards, 2 touchdowns, 132.8 QB rating. So those are my QBs and my shitty QBs of the week. And Dak Prescott's on the shitty QB list too from last week, and he's going to continue to be on it this week, even with the bye.
I like it.
Okay.
Actually, for shitty QB play, one Patrick Mahomes didn't play great, but they got the win because he made some plays when they mattered. But yeah, 154 yards. Oof. two picks. Good. Russell Wilson didn't light the house up, but he made plays, and most importantly, he gave his number one receiver a bunch of opportunities to go out and show how good he is, which is kind of the number one thing that he's always bitching about, Pickens. He just kind of wants the ball. Every receiver does. I understand his dilemma, but he got a chance to show his ass the other day, and he did it. He was doing his 1-2. Some 50-50 balls that he's snatching away from guys. He had one play that he caught, basically Moss dude, but he still had his hand on the ball, stripped it loose, and it popped back up, and he caught it again. Like, bro, he was doing work. Pickens had a great day, and because he had a quarterback willing to just give him an opportunity, and that is what Russ is doing.
George Pickens over Samuel.
Always, especially with pneumonia. Yeah, who else was bad? I mean, Aaron Rodgers pissed me off, but I understand why he was bad. He always pisses me off just when he breathes. But yeah, but it wasn't all his fault. Wilson, apparently the lights are pretty bright for Wilson because he'd be letting balls hit him in the face and shit. Like, you're a receiver, bro. You gotta catch it with your hands. I know that thing's coming in hot, but that's your job. Get in front of the jug machine and move closer than 10 yards. Who else we got? I'm not the quarterback guy. I mean, I am, but
Kirk Cousins wasn't good either, man.
Yeah, Kirk wasn't. Kirk's always weird. When Kirk plays bad, I'm like, yeah, I expect that sometimes.
But yeah, everybody we tapped on for the most part. If you want to pick,
y'all got the rest of them. Like, Darnold had a good first half.
Yeah.
Darnold had a really good first half, but then he kind of fell back.
So
Darnold died.
My top 5 and bottom 5.
Ooh, Stafford was terrible. Sorry.
Jared Goff.
Yeah, he
went 22 for 25, 280, 2 tubs. Marcus Mariota went 18 for 23, 205, 2 tubs. And emergency work. Then Trevor Lawrence, 15 for 20, 193 in the tub. Jalen Hurts, it's modest, 10 for 14. Had to do much because Saquon carried it. And then Josh Allen, 21 to 33, 323, 2 touchdowns. That's my top 5.
Hold on. I'm gonna put the salt. I'm gonna put some little pepper in that salt. Because you gave all those guys stats and how many touchdowns they had. Jalen Hurts had 3 of them boys. He had 3 touchdowns, baby. Shout out to Jalen Hurts, man.
He had 1. He ran for 2.
That's 3 touchdowns.
My bottom 5 QB performances.
We ain't counting push touchdowns, bro. Cut it out.
Aaron Rodgers, 24 for 39, 276, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Kirk Cousins, 24 for 35, 233, 1 touchdown, 2 picks. Then he had in a fumble. Daniel Jones, 14 for 21, 99 yards. But he was sacked 7 times yesterday. Ew. And then even though he won, Jordan Love, 24 for 33, 3 touchdowns, 2 picks. And an honorable mention, QB1 and QB2 at the 40 acres in Austin, Texas.
Oh, Lord. What? Hold on. Didn't one get benched to come back in the game?
Yeah, he came in at halftime.
And that's the type of stuff I was talking about in that. Was like, you have two great QBs like that you're going to sit one out, of course, because he got hurt. And then the other guy comes in. And then, when the season starts, the conference season, you have you was back, and now you bench Manning. And then now you can't keep doing that. Good enough that you was done after this season because, you can't continue to do that. That can hurt your season as well.
If you got two, you don't have one.
You got none. You got none, man. So bad boy. Bad boy.
Was it that game what I was giving you shit for? I don't even remember.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Good.
Yeah.
Because I always leave Texas alone. Because I fuck with most of the players. Like, you know how it is. Like, but yeah. That was the SEC because of all of the chest beating leading into the season. Like, oh yeah, we're gonna be fine in the SEC. We're gonna be fine. It's a gauntlet, is all I'm saying.
And for the most part, we are
whooping our ass. Whooping our ass. Yeah,
because if I'm mistaken, a lot of SEC people told us we weren't even going to get to this point.
Yeah.
Now,
that's crazy.
Now the Georgia game, yeah, they beat us. I'm nervous about this game Saturday.
Dandy.
That running game they got is pretty damn sophisticated.
Because the running back can move. He might be the fastest in college or one of them. And he boogies if it's who I think it is. Yeah. And
now, if we lay egg with them, then I'll be in full panic mode.
Understood.
Hey.
Even if you win, but it's close.
I'm gonna put this on wax.
I'll be a little nervous. Style points are big in college.
Yes, they are.
There's a team lurking. There's a team lurking in the SEC that everybody needs to watch out for.
Tennessee?
Nope. Mm-hmm. Fucking LSU, dog. They are lurking.
Yeah.
They are
right LSU with the true freshman running back that's toting the team. He wasn't ready, huh?
Yeah, he wasn't ready. Hold on.
He did say that.
Tonight. Shout out to my man Dale, man, the man with the master plan all day, man.
They'll be hiding when it's up. When it's time's up, when it's time to receive.
That I have to admit, even though I was surrounded by LSU fans at the party Saturday night, it was still cool to see two Duncanville Panthers going against each other head to head on both sides of the ball.
Who was on the other side?
Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Jaquindon.
Yeah.
Who actually, he's the one that started the Duncanville Empire.
Really?
He played quarterback.
Just recently, because
he's a fifth-year senior.
Oh.
That's why he went to Arkansas, because he already graduated.
Oh, okay.
But I thought that's pretty cool. Because, yeah, it was cool.
Why did you choose Arkansas?
That's a good question. He started off at Texas as an athlete. Then he transferred to Utah. Where he went, I think he was there for 3 or 4 years. And then finished it up
to the Gators. We love getting Utah guys.
Yeah, he
Urban Meyer.
I like his running style, man. I like the kid. I like the kid a lot. But
future Dallas Cowboy?
Actually, possibly, but somebody actually came out today and said they want to be a Dallas Cowboy, who just happened to be leading the NCAA in rushing right now.
John T.
He said, "Come in and play. If he gets drafted by Dallas, he'll be a hometown hero." He graduated from Frisco, one of the Frisco high schools. So he's definitely a local kid.
Hey. Maybe Jerry's like, I want to start fresh. I want a fresh rookie, man. Man, listen here. Come on, Jerry. Get that man in here, man. But hopefully the man makes it here. Or he might not make it to Dallas, man. Dallas may not draft him anyway.
They won't draft him. But it's pretty cool. I saw the top 5 Heisman hopefuls. As of right now, 3 of the 5 are all Texas kids. And shout out to Florida. Shout out to Cali. We ball here, baby.
Those are the only 2 places. Georgia, I guess, Atlanta and shit like that.
Ohio's got something to say about that.
Texas,
but
Florida,
per capita, The number one state is Louisiana per capita.
Yeah, they're so small. Small place with a lot of talent.
Hold on, let me check some standards real quick.
What you got?
I'm just trying to check something real quick, man. You know, it's been hard. It's been hard. So I'm gonna shout them out, man, on here on the network, man. Shout out to Colorado, man. You know, they haven't really showed y'all no love, man. You know, but shout out to you guys. I see y'all winning the games y'all supposed to win. You know what I'm saying? To stay alive and some type of push, whatever push you have. In the Big 12 right now, they're 3-1 in the conference. Overall record of 5-2. Kansas State, that was a terrible game to lose. Could have been a game that you won. Could have got the notoriety that people say that you don't have by beating them, but didn't happen. Still hope, man. Only two teams in front of you, but you're in the tie basically with Cincinnati, Texas Tech, Kansas State's 3-1 too, and the top teams in the conference at BYU at 4-0. BYU's been hot. And Iowa State as well. So see where it lands for them. Let's see the remaining schedule, man. They actually got Colorado this Saturday. I mean Cincinnati, who's ahead of them. Texas Tech, Utah, Kansas, and Oklahoma State to end the season, man. I mean, they won't probably be ranked, man, but hopefully before the season ends, they're ranked in the top 25 at least, man. I don't know, but they're not 2-5 like they was last season at this point.
Yeah.
So, shout out to the Buffalo.
What's that name? Big Heisman pose to them bum ass Aggies down in College Station. I seen your posts. I seen your text messages. I seen the call outs. Yes, A&M is first in the SEC right now, 4-0.
Who cares?
Who exactly? Who cares?
It's not gonna last.
My man PD got a question. Will Bama make the playoffs? I don't think they do.
Yeah, it's gotten tougher now. They lost 2.
Truly, yeah.
They can still do it, but someone else is gonna have to lose 2 games in the SEC, and then
they're gonna need some help.
Yeah, they're gonna need help.
NCAA will help them.
Maybe, yeah, because the SEC cannibalizes, so it's definitely possible.
Well, see, they got Missouri this weekend.
It might be a third loss.
Yeah.
And at that point, yes, it'll be over.
Oh, so Alabama, they got Missouri this weekend. They got LSU the week after that.
Oh, yeah, they're fucked.
Then they got Mercer,
Really fun.
Yeah,
Oklahoma, and close out with Auburn.
Yeah, Oklahoma's fucking shit in the bed right now.
You realize that if they lose the next 2 games, they're gonna beat the shit out of Mercer because they're gonna be so upset.
They're probably gonna bust the scoreboard.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
And the boys, who is that? What's the name? Where's A&M at? Looking at A&M schedule. A&M have LSU Saturday.
Done.
Then South Carolina, not a push over there. New Mexico State, Auburn, and they close out the season against Texas.
It's a bad last game. That's the last game you pick if you know you're going to need help when you get there.
I think those tickets are going for like $3,000.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
The real good ones.
Somebody free Buda Baker.
Sir, man, 3-7 still, man. 1:15 left in the second quarter. Arizona's up. QB stats, Justin Herbert, 11 for 15, 159 yards. Kyler Murray on the other side, 9 to 16, 74 yards, a touchdown, and a pick here. Got the battle with the tight ends. McBride over here, 4 receptions, 39 yards. You got Will Disley, 5 receptions, 55 yards. So it's kind of a snore there going into halftime. And then you have the Ravens putting up some more points over here, putting up another field goal to go up 20-10 over the Buccaneers. In the third, I'm sorry. Lamar Jackson throws a bomb to Rashad Bateman, 49 yards, to make it 26-10 Ravens over the Buccaneers.
A Rashad Bateman sighting.
Lamar Jackson
fucking dot. That was a great fucking
Lamar
pass.
Jackson, best quarterback performance of the week list, potentially 14-18 so far, 256.
Oh, yeah, that pass was perfect.
Bro,
Jesus.
We see a stat line tonight with Lamar Jackson rushing the ball for touchdowns. 3, as Coast has noted to me, 3 touchdowns to passing.
Great route. I don't know who 27 is, but he got
Hold on, 3 for Lamar. 3 of them things, baby. Not 1 and 2. 3 of them things passing for Lamar. And what's it? Hold on, they got something going around. NV3? No, what's this? NV8 or some shit like that? The phrase he tried to
get. Instead of a P, it's an 8, yeah.
Yeah, man. So
just throw Bateman on freaking fade routes, or not fades, whatever the other one's called. Seam route, whatever, I forgot what it's called. But just send him downfield every time. Hail Mary. Fast, burn that guy.
He's not that
toast.
He's not even their fastest wideout.
They say, man, I am legend.
It's Zay, but still, that was crazy.
I am
he's
legend.
nice though.
And Mark Henry, Derrick Henry tonight. Not really need to be used.
Somebody go get their ass kicked.
I said Mark Henry. Oh man, what's in here, man?
I mean, they're both the strongest motherfuckers. So yeah, like.
Hold on, I'm about to see if they're related, dog. Because that'd be crazy.
No, that'd be hilarious. But I guess it's possible.
I think Nick Chubb's like a second cousin or something. Like it gotta be something in there. There's gotta be something in there.
There was some kind of connection that would be pretty fucking funny.
Yeah.
We won't reveal it until Wednesday night on the parlay perspective. But as of coming into tonight, we've got for this week's standings, got a tie.
Damn. Worst weeks in the history for me, man.
Name me. My shit was terrible.
My shit was terrible this week, man. Shit.
I got like the first 6 wrong, or like the first 3, and then 2 right, and then the next 6 wrong, or something like that.
We got 3 of us saying that our pick sucks. So who's tied at least?
Y'all ain't tracking y'all stuff. You know damn well it ain't me.
I lost my paper.
Hold on. I kind of been secreting it. I know I probably got about 3 or 4 wrong. I had some ones that I should have just picked the fucking winner.
All right. Hold up. Wait. So if Coach is saying that it's not him, I mirrored a lot of Coach's picks, so it's got to be these 2 on the right. So I know my picks are ass.
Let's see it. I'm standing on my picks this week. I think I did okay.
I don't. I was awful.
We shall see. Y'all tune in Wednesday night.
Yes, sir, man.
Shout outs?
Yes, man. Shout outs, man. Shout out to y'all, man. I didn't even need the plug today, man. Shout out to you guys, man, for making it a great Monday. Start off the week, start off strong. The rest of the week's gonna be fire, so y'all better tune in if y'all didn't tune in tonight. Chop up tomorrow night. We chop some shit.
Shout out to
you fellas, man. Shout out to you fellas as always. I appreciate y'all, man. Will was giving me shit Saturday night, but it definitely helped me get through it because I was forced to watch the LSU Arkansas game because Tex was getting the ass kicked so much they switched the TV over to that game. But lots of fun. The Will and Coach Kick It Week is getting closer and closer.
Mm-hmm.
We'll make gain about 50 pounds.
Let's go. I'm gonna start running now. I'm just gonna walk down there.
But definitely shout out to you guys. Shout out to my Dunkerville Panthers this past weekend, man. Y'all handle your business. The march for the 3P continues. You got Skyline this weekend, I think. But shout out to them boys, man. They balling their ass off. Top two rated players in the state of Texas at quarterback and wide receiver. And shout out tonight to Bobby, Anthony, and P. Dollar. Appreciate y'all hanging out with us. If I forgot anybody, as always, my apologies.
Yes, sir, man.
Shout out to you.
Tomorrow.
Man. Great show.
I know tomorrow is right. NBA, baby. Hey, guess what?
Anyway,
I was kind of debating
NBA.
I was going to get absence from the chop up tomorrow because tomorrow down at Government Center, downtown Boston, TNT will be in the building, man.
Oh, they got TNT in town? Yeah, because we opening day. Yes, right.
Ring ceremony, right?
They start
Ring
the setup.
night, yeah, ring night.
They start the setup. They had the setup going on today. I walked past it tonight. The setup looks crazy. It looks lovely. The Boston faithful tomorrow is going to be
Where'd
crazy.
they put it? Where'd they
Right
put it? They put it right next to the...
As soon as you get out of the Government Center, that whole big old thing right there, City Hall.
Oh, they put it there?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So that means they're gonna shut down all the way from there, all the way down Causeway to the building. They're gonna shut it all down.
It's about to be crazy.
That's
tomorrow.
insane, bro. I'm glad I'm not up there.
They got the experience. I mean, hey, if I don't come on the Chapo tomorrow, that's the big.
Don't.
But
now, honestly, I'd rather you go live from it so we can see like what's going on down there.
That might be interesting.
You might need to swing down there, even if you just on the way by, be like, "Yo, this is the shit."
Stream your app, yeah. I might have to do it. I'm about to after the game. But tomorrow's gonna be crazy. Boston's already going crazy right now. Charles, Shaq, Ernie. You have probably some former players over there. It's gonna be crazy tomorrow, man. It's gonna be a crazy experience for Boston. You know, to realize how to feel to be a winner. You know, in basketball, since they win just about every sport, but the Celtics haven't won a title in a long time. So, you know, they're about to embrace the fuck out this shit. All season I'm in here. Being a 19. But guess what, guys? You're not getting it. So celebrate 18. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
We'll get another one. Lakers ain't stopping us. I know that.
Wizards won't be the worst team in the league, Patrick. I'm telling you right now, the Wizards will not be the worst team in the league.
Who's gonna be worse than them?
Huh?
Who gonna be worse than them? Portland?
Yeah, listen here. Hopefully, Scoot can have a better season than he did last year. Though he could try to pick it up.
He disappointed. He is on bust alert.
It's crazy. And it's
Cade
crazy
too. Cade, we ain't forget about you. Except actually, yeah, we did forget about you. That's the problem. But yeah,
Jay doing shout outs?
Yeah, Jake did a shout out. He did a little shout out before you did his.
Yeah, shout out the crowd out there.
My bad.
No, you're good. Crowd was great tonight. Very involved. Thanks for being here.
Absolutely. I guess we just got the sign off then, huh? What's the sign off for this week?
Fuck the Saints. No,
New York suck. You heard?
Yeah, I'm with that.
New York suck. You heard?
New York sucks. No, fuck the Yankees. That's what I'm on today.
Oh,
that's
shit.
I'm on.
Oh, snap. The Yankees in the World Series. It go guys.
Shout out to the Liberty. Shout out to the Liberty, though.
Shout out to the Liberty, too, winning the WNBA championship. Even though it was some bullshit, they won. Spike Lee did not curse them.
So we can go with fuck the Yankees?
Fuck the Yankees!
1, 2, 3, fuck the Yankees!
Thanks for watching our show. Remember to subscribe for more shows on the network. Smash the like button, share, and comment.